Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you've been here for a while, you guys know that Navalor, Narwhal, is not my favorite brand. I've had some issues in the past, actually multiple issues with multiple pens. In fact, every pen I've ever bought from them, I have had numerous issues, and I keep buying them because they're so pretty, and I just keep hoping that they will be better. And I have been disappointed time and time again, but maybe I found a redeeming pen. So I wanted this pen so bad. As soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it. But I was hesitant because I have had nothing but issues. So I had talked to one of the people that I don't know. I mean, is he my friend? I don't know. A pen friend. Yes. So I've talked to him multiple times over Instagram, and I met him down at the Atlanta Pen Show, met him at the Pelican Hub, and it's Neil over at Wasted Paper. And I'm just so weird about saying a friend. Like, if they don't classify me as a friend, I don't want to say that. So I consider him a friend. So I spoke with him, and he said that Narwhal had done some upgrades to their nibs and pens, and that they should be better. So I took his word on it, and I am thankful that I did, because I wasn't going to order this pen and I wanted it so bad. So after talking to him, I went to Endless Pens. I placed my order. It was a pre-order, and it came a couple of weeks ago. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh, I love this pen more and more. It is a metal body, which isn't my favorite because they're a little heavier and it's quite cold, and I'm always cold, so just feels a lot colder in the hands. It's not always my favorite, but this one, oh my goodness, I love it so much. Look at that ink window. How cool is that? It is already inked up, because I wasn't going to come on here and do an unboxing on this brand. Not after I have basically said that I won't buy from them again. I just, I don't know. I'm not going to come on here and give you false information or even false hope, because I don't feel that that's appropriate. Had this pen been crap, it would have went back. I would have sent it back, and I would not be buying from them ever again. But this pen actually turned out to be a very big surprise. I got in a fine nib, which I don't tend to do because, again, with their nibs, I thought I ordered it in medium, but I guess not. So I'm okay with that because it writes beautifully. You'd think I have like 15 notebooks, but, let's see if I have any blank paper in this one. This is my little tester. I mix inks. I do a lot of just scratch test things in here. I'm almost done. I'm going to have to pick up a new one. So this is Hobonichi paper. This is older, stands in a couple of years ago. So this is the Nautilus, Narwhal Nautilus. I hate that. I wish they had done the ink window on both sides, because if you don't get it started at the right spot, the ink window ends up in the back, and that kind of bugs me. But I mean, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But I do wish they had done one on either side. I think that It's such a pretty design. Why not show it off? But so it's a Narwhal Nautilus. I believe it is the Nautilus. Yes. Fountain Pen Day 2025 pen. So this was made for Fountain Pen Day. I'm not sure that they only sold it that day. I think Endless did. It's one of 500 pens. I believe the last time I checked, there were a couple of shops that still had a few available. But yeah, it was pretty limited. I love the green though. And it has rose gold trim. Mine is number 187 out of 500. And it's etched right there on the clip. So this is the, oh, it's been a few days since I've written with it. Navalor or Narwhal Nautilus. And it's the 2025 Fountain Pen Day pen. I love it. I absolutely love it. It has an ebonite feed, and so I think that helps. Which ink? It's not this one. So I put Shinryoku in it by Pilot Iroshizuku. So I will put that on here. I wanted something that I knew would be flowy and a good ink. That's why I inked it up with this. It's a nice match. I think it looks really good together, but I wanted something that I knew I wasn't going to have to worry about so I could properly test this pen. And I probably did like half a fill. The ink is like down at the bottom of the ink window now. So it's almost gone. I've written with it a lot. I don't believe, no, it doesn't post. It does have this like black, I think it feels softer. Maybe it's just like a cushion. It feels smoother when you put the cap back on it. But it's a beautiful pen. So I have another one, don't I? I feel like I'm missing one of my pens. So I have the orange. This was the Halloween edition for 2024. It's super sparkly and really pretty. Unfortunately, I did not ink this pen up until a year later. I inked it up this past Halloween and it would not write. It was awful. So I reached out. It took me reaching out and Brendan from Atlas to reach out for them to even talk to me, which I did not appreciate. I was sent a new pen. This is the new one. It does not write any better than the other one. So I don't know what the deal is with this one. I just have pretty much retired it. I did swap the nib because I have Asvine nibs. Does it have the Asvine? I think it still does have the Asvine nib on it. Yeah, it does. So I swapped the nib. I don't think it really wrote that much better. So it's got to be something in the design of how the ink flows down to it. So this pen, I just have kind of, I love it. It's beautiful, but it writes awful. This is the Pride pen. Again, it's another vac fill, and I think their vac fills just have a flaw in the design. I did the same thing. I put an Asvine nib on this one. It did not really make it write any better. So I think it's the design of the pen and how it flows. And I just think there's something going on that doesn't work, not for me, doesn't work well for the vac fills. So that one I don't really use either. And then this pen wrote okay the one time I inked it up. It's just a little disappointing because I did order the cotton candy. This one also has an Asvine nib on it right now. I've really tried to make these pens work. I think this one worked better with the Asvine nib, but it's not a vac fill. But it's got a gold, but now I have a rose gold nib that I could swap in between the two, I think. I'm going to check. But yeah, this one was just a little disappointing because there's very minimal pink, and it's supposed to be pink and turquoise, so it's cotton candy. And so there's very, very minimal pink on this, so I was a little disappointed when I got it, but it also did not write very well. So these nibs I am going to take to Kirk Spear if he goes to the Atlanta Pen Show and just tune the nibs and see. I hate to pay an additional $30 for like a $60 pen here to see if it works better, but I don't know what else to do, you know. This one I definitely want to have looked at because this is a $200 pen or more. I can't remember. So as sad as I am about the coloring on it, I'm more mad that I really can't use this pen. I do like how they've changed the design, and maybe that's just for this pen, but it's a little shorter. It is a little fatter for the new pens. And the clip is designed a little different, so I like it. I love my new one. I like this pen, and it is a beautiful pen. I just wish I had more pink in it. It's a beautiful pen. But yeah, still a little disappointing, and the nib did not write well when I got it. This one though, excellent pen. I love this pen so much. So the nib writes well, but yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually try to put it in this pen whenever I am done testing this and cleaning it out. Like I said, I did have this pen. I've had it for a couple of weeks and I've written with it. I've almost written it dry, so I have been very happy with how this writes, with how, I didn't get it on there right. There we go. I'm very happy with how this pen writes and how it performs and how it looks. It's gorgeous. So, at least that's my experience. I know I have been told that somebody else bought one of these and they were not happy with the nib. So it seems like their quality control is still not up there. But my pen is excellent. I love it. It's beautiful. And I'm very happy that I bought it. So I guess now the real question is, will I buy another pen from Narwhal? I would say if it states that it has the ebonite feed and the newer tuned nib, it would have to be a pen that I just had to have, like this one. It meets everything. Like, it's a unique pen. I love the ink window. It's green. If it had been blue or any other color, I probably wouldn't have wanted it so much, but the green, I love green, and rose gold, those are just like my two favorites. My favorite trim, rose gold. Well, I like silver mostly, but if I had a choice, I love rose gold trim if it works with the pen. And with this green, it just looks so good. So, perfect trim, unique ink window, ebonite feed, it was a decent price. It was under $100 with my code from Endless. So I don't know that these pens are still available, but I do have a code at Endless Pens. It's Heather Plans. It'll save you 10% on most everything that they have there. Obviously, there are some exclusions. But if you're looking for something new, you can go there, check stuff out. But this pen, I don't believe they may have them available now that they've gotten their stock in, but I don't know. You just have to go check. But yeah, this one ticks all the boxes for me. So I'd say to buy another Navalor Narwhal pen, I'd have to be in love with it like I was this one to give it a shot, because I would be nervous that I would wind up with another dud. I really want a Horizon. I love that design on their pens, but I haven't found a resin that just knocks my socks off on that one. So maybe I would pick one of those up if I could find one that had the newer nib and the ebonite feed with an amazing resin. That might be the only one that I would pick up. But yeah, as for now, I think I'm pretty much done with buying pens from them unless something just knocks my socks off like this one did. I love it, and I'm very pleased with it. So I'm happy to give a good report on, I don't want a pen company to send out bad pens, obviously. I don't want to receive a bad pen, but I have learned, always check your pens as soon as you get them. And I recommend inking them, not just dip testing them. I mean, you get a feel for whether or not the pen's going to write, but it's still not the same as inking one up because you're not getting the actual flow. When you stick that nib in that ink, you are getting a lot of ink on that feed instead of having that flow. So you'd really need to write, a few sentences to get what it's going to be. So just like what I've written here, I feel like you'd need to write a little more than that to get that initial dip kind of off the nib and be working through what's in the feed. So it's definitely better to ink a pen up to actually test it. But if dipping is all you've got time for, dip test that nib as soon as you get it. I've had several pens not write at all out of the box here lately. So I've had to, and I mean, mostly it was just like stuff in the tines, or it needed cleaned. It had some grease or some oil, which I always try to clean mine first. I think I just didn't get it that good. I didn't get a good flush the first time. I should have used a little bit of pen cleaner, which is what I try to do. But, and then just that way it kind of dissolves everything. But yeah, I've had a couple of issues. And then my original Plus Navalor, the Halloween one, yeah, I let it set for a year because I wanted it for Halloween and they didn't ship it until after Halloween, so I had no use for it until I could have used it for fall, I guess. But yeah, it took me a year to use it and to figure out that it was messed up. But okay, I think that's it. I just wanted to share my new pen. I do love this pen. I think I wrote, did I do it in here? I'm going to try to change things up. I need to do a video on how I'm going to be doing things for next year. In regards to like new pen days and things like that. But I think I did a new, yeah. So I received it on the 11th. Today is the 20th. Yeah, today is the 20th. So yeah, I've had it for a week and a half, and this was the first writing I did with it once I inked it up. I cleaned it, I inked it up, and it wrote straight out of the box just like this. So love it. I really do. But I put that this pen is amazing. The nib is so smooth. The ink is a great match. I am so surprised by this pen. It's the first Novelore I have been happy with. It's such a beautiful pen. It's a little on the heavy side, but not uncomfortable. And it is. It is a little heavier. Obviously, it's all metal. So it is a little heavier than most of your pens. So, but I'm happy with it. So I hope, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You'll have to let me know. Did you get this pen as well? Are you happy with it? Did yours work? Because I'm curious to know if, did I get a fluke? Did I just finally happen to get a good pen from them? Or did they actually work on these nibs and make them better? So let me know your thoughts on the video and the pen. And would you have, after having 3 unfortunate experiences, would you buy another pen from a company? I almost didn't, but everything kind of lined up with this one. And like I said, Neil over at Wasted Paper talked about how they had worked on the nibs, and hopefully things are going to be better moving forward with them. So yeah, I trusted his opinion, and I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have bought this had I not talked to him about it, about the Novelore. I don't know what to call them. Everybody says that it's narwhal, so maybe I should just start calling them narwhal. It just feels weird to say when you're looking at it and reading it. But okay, anyway, that's going to be it for this one. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Would you have purchased this after? Do you like this pen? Do you think it's pretty? Would you purchase one now? Knowing what I have told you, I'm not saying go buy the pen. My videos are mainly for, informational purposes. I definitely don't want you to run out and buy a pen just because I say it's a good pen. Definitely needs to be something that you're looking for and happy with. So, all right, that'll be it for today. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.